Thanks very much, Hugh. And now, we all know that traveling alone, especially at night, and sometimes it can be very, very daunting. And whether you're traveling in your own car or with a friend or with a paid-for transport service, no method is ever 100% safe. But we all know about Uber, right?
Yeah,
we all know
love
about
Uber.
Exactly. Now, Uber has basically become synonymous with on-demand e-hailing services. And I think that the reason for this, because, of course, it's super convenient. You can pay with cash or card, and it operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they also have recently introduced new safety features that didn't exist in South Africa before. This is really, really cool stuff, really innovative stuff. But I want to find out from you guys first, on average, how many times a week, let's say, do you use Uber? How often do you use Uber?
I use it quite often. I mean, especially if you're going out in the evening, you want to be responsible. There was a time I was in between cars for a solid 3 months. I was just Ubering around everywhere.
Well, ever since I've moved to Cape Town, all I use is Uber. So every single day, every trip I make to the restaurant, to grocery shopping, to work, from work, everywhere I go, I'm on Uber.
For me, those 6 o'clock flights in the morning when you just, I'm too tired to drive.
You can't. Yeah, exactly.
And plus, airport parking is so expensive.
Exactly.
Rather use an Uber. Now, some people out there may be wondering what it takes to actually become an Uber driver. And I recently learned that Uber have very strict vetting processes for drivers and their cars before even becoming an Uber driver. I heard that in South Africa, their standards go far beyond the legal requirements, and they're actually industry leading out there. Because I mean, safety is a massive thing. I mean, they do background checks, criminal checks, extra driving tests. They do extensive inspections of the vehicle as well to ensure that it's roadworthy. And I mean, is it a big thing for you, safety, when it comes to using paid-for services like this?
Yeah, for me, I mean, at the end of the day, you want to feel safe. You want to get to your destination safely. So it's nice to know that they've put all those things in place to ensure it.
What do you guys actually do to feel safe when you're in a car?
It's comforting. I think for me, the reason why I prefer to use Uber is that I already, knowing that information around the safety precautions that they take with their drivers before they put them on, already places me at a place of safety. But when I go onto the actual app itself, knowing that I can share the trip details with like a friend of mine, for example. So if I'm visiting you and I can say to you, hey, Kat, I am riding in this vehicle with this registration number, this is the driver's name, this is the time I'm estimated to arrive, it's quite comforting to know that you are never sort of out of the radar.
What I like to do is I always like to ask the driver to say my name first. Like not even like a
say my name, say my name.
I check the number plate. I always check the number plate before I jump in because I mean you leave at an event sometimes and there's a gazillion Ubers outside. So you need to make sure you check the right one.
Like just like who's it for? Who's it for?
But the last thing is I found all of my Uber, well, most of the time, and if I step into the Uber, the first thing the driver says, I go, hello, how's it? And they'll be like, Tabiso. Yeah. I like that safety aspect of it.
Absolutely. So one of the biggest safety features with Uber is the driver profile. So after you've requested your Uber, you can see who your driver is, how they look, because there's actually a picture there, what car they're coming in, even the color of the picture, because it has it there, and what the license plate is, as Zoe just said. So when your car arrives, you should always double check that it's the same license plate and the same driver on the photo and the name. Cross-check all of this. It might sound tedious, but it's worth your while, especially from a safety point of view, all of this before you get into the car. Now, if you travel alone or at night, do you guys ever call someone to let them know, like you were saying, you text them, right?
Share.
And when do you usually do that?
I do it as I step into the car. I literally, if the trip is more than 5 minutes, like or 10 minutes away, I do it on the app. The nice thing is I don't have to copy and paste and try and type it on WhatsApp or anywhere. I just click on the actual app and it goes off.
And that's actually one of the brand new features that's come out called Trusted Contacts. That's a feature on your Uber app. Check it out right now. So basically you can share your trip info with up to 5 friends so that they can view your trip in real time. They see exactly where you're going. This means that they can also see the car and the driver and follow your driving route with the estimated time of arrival as well. So if you're saying to people, hey, I'm going to be there in 10 minutes, then they can see that you're going to be there in 10 minutes. You know, people
it doesn't work when I'm lying to them. I'm like, I'm 2 minutes away.
I was about to say.
Then they're like, show your trip. I'm like, no, I'm safe. I'm fine. Just know I'm 2 minutes away.
But the cool thing is that even if your friend doesn't have Uber, they can still see this information. And this is how they've added, let me show you quickly how to add the trusted contact.
Show us, because I didn't know about that feature. I'm still old school. Take a screen grab and then send it over WhatsApp.
Then you take a screen grab like every 10 seconds.
No, just the information like the registration number, the driver name.
Yeah. Okay, so basically you're going to open your Uber app.
And save you your phone memory as well to do this.
So there it is. There it is. And then you're going to go here to that the 3 arrows or 3 lines at the top on the top left. And then you're going to go settings over here. And on settings, it has here manage trusted contacts. And there it is. And you're going to go next. And then over here, let's say, for instance, let's say, I think Graham is a trusted contact. Can I trust Graham as a contact?
Yeah, no.
No. Graham, who's probably sleeping right now, but you trust the person that's sleeping versus the people who are sitting here on the couch with you.
I should send Graham. There he is, Graham Richards. So I could, obviously click on him there.
Yeah.
And then maybe I should just send him this. And then you'll get an update, but then you're just sitting here. Why are you sending me this guy? So I think that's a very, very cool.
On the app, and boom, they have that access to that information.
I love that. It's not just safety for you. If you had children, can you imagine just how empowering it is to know that your children can track where they are if they're using Uber? So if you sent them somewhere, they're going out for dinner with their friends or out to the movies, that they can just share the trip. So as a parent, you've got that peace of mind sitting at home knowing that your child is on Main Road and they've arrived and they're being picked up by such and such person. I think it's great.
Hey, and this is also a safety measure for the drivers out there because they're also important in this entire circle of making the Uber system work because it all works on trust.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You trust that the people have been vetted properly. If they've got a 4.9 star rating, everyone who's given them that 4.9 rating knows that they're a good driver for this and this and this reason.
What's your rating?
What do you mean? What?
How many stars?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Mine? I just have to update my app and anyway, there's also a new feature on the app which is called the emergency button. This is really cool because Uber have created this emergency button that redirects you to a third-party security company which then links the driver and the riders to security or medical services. This is absolutely brilliant. Before placing a call in-app, the Uber app will then provide you with your GPS location, both as a map and also as an address, the car make and the model and the license plate so that these can be easily shared with the local operator if you are on an emergency call. And then after the call, Uber will follow up with you in case you need any further assistance, which I think is absolutely
it's like a movie.
Amazing.
It gives you peace of mind.
Yeah. That particular feature for me, really, it feels like you're in Olympus Has Fallen or whatever, and you're like the American president and you're sitting in your car that you're being driven around in, but you suspect some terrorist activities happening, so you just go, security is alerted, everybody is coming through. I mean, who doesn't want that?
That's absolutely amazing. So we all know that no means of transport ever guarantees you to be safe, but it's great to see that a service like Uber have included a whole set of safety features to try and make our ride more convenient, more comfortable for us as customers, because we are the most important part of this, I would say. And of course, safety, making it as safe as possible. But remember, we all still have to be vigilant regardless of how we travel. That is also very important. It's incumbent on us to be careful. We gave you the security checks and make sure that you feel comfortable before you get into a car with anyone, even if they're your best friend, guys. Just saying. Oh, I just checked my Uber status.
We're still not his best friend.
I've got a 4.9 rating. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Welcome aboard. At Uber, we believe safety never stops. It doesn't stop with driver profiles or making sure all drivers are fully background checked. It doesn't stop with letting you share your trip with loved ones. And it certainly doesn't stop with in-app emergency assistance. We never stop looking for ways to improve your safety, because safety never stops.